Cool kids, what you doing? We're gonna continue our series of coin videos. Silver coins around the world, guys. You know the drill. And we're about to hit a new destination that should captivate and titilize you. Yes, this is a $10 coin from Singapore. Now, this particular coin was made in the late 70s, specifically 1977, and silver was moving and shaking in those days. And this coin, like many coins in that era, they started to lower the amount of silver in the coin. So this is a 50% special commemorative coin. It celebrates the 10th anniversary of the Republic of Singapore. And it's a pretty cool little design. This coin is 50% silver, but it's also half an ounce of silver. So it's an ounce. It's a 1 ounce coin, 50% silver. Easy math there. But what is Singapore? Where is Singapore? Why is Singapore? We're going to check it out. And it's all part of our fun series of videos of silver coins around the world. Eva, did you want to come up here? Evie, did you want to show everybody silver coins around the world? Huh? Are you over it? Are you over it? Are you over it? Hold on, Eva, hold on. I'll bring the camera to you, little monster, you. Little monster hiding from your fans. All right, you got to see Eva. Now we're gonna go look. As you can see, this is our coin. Oh, what fun. What fun. And at current market rates, the coin's worth about $11, so I paid $5 over spot for half an ounce of silver. So we're going to have to go to $32 an ounce or so for me to break even on this one. Now, if you go by this, it is a very low mintage coin. Boy, the proof is nice, huh? But, $60, $20, I mean, at Mint State 63 or whatever. Not my best work on a silver basis, but look, who said silver coins around the world was cheap? What's silver doing? Let's see. Wow, that's pretty significant. 22. Seems like we were just there a few weeks ago. So there's a lot of hype about. Wow, look at that. Global markets are up, but then bam, down we go. And I don't know. Last time I looked, Dow futures were not way down, but they were down. So, man, that's interesting. People might be fleeing the silver a little bit. You never know. All right, we got to get to Singapore. Singapore. Oh, Singapore. Country in Asia. Here's their flag. Oh, here's their flag. I watched a really cool YouTube video about a war between Singapore and Malaysia. Google that. It's pretty entertaining. Singapore's big disadvantage is their location. I mean, they're surrounded by bad actors, and so But they do have several things going for them, and we're going to talk about that. Population is 5.454 million. 5.454 million. Their GDP is $397 billion, which is pretty significant for such a small nation. And we're going to dive in. So, Singapore is a sovereign island country and city-state in maritime Southeast Asia. It lies about 1 degree latitude north of the equator, off the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula, bordering the Strait of Malacca to the west, the Singapore Strait to the south, the South China Sea to the east, and the Straits of Johor to the north. The country's territory is composed of 1 main island, 63 satellite islands and islets, and 1 outlying islet, the combined area of which has increased by 25% since the country's independence as a result of extensive land reclamation projects. Ooh, hello Yemen. It has the 3rd highest population density in the world, with a multicultural population and recognizing the need to respect cultural identities. Oh boy, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Multiracialism is enshrined in the Constitution and continues to shape national policies. Blah, 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 blah. Singapore's history dates back to at least a millennium, having been a maritime emporium known as Temasek, and subsequently as a major constituent part of several successful thalassocratic empires. Its contemporary began in 1819 when Stamford Raffles established Singapore as an intrapod trading post of the British Empire. In 1867, the colonies in Southeast Asia were reorganized, and Singapore came under the direct control of Britain as part of the Straits settlements. Now, I remember Japan coming through with bicycles and kicking their butts. You guys ever read that story? Pretty cool. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. They got their own country, yada, yada, yada. Here we are. And, let's see. The Republic of Singapore in 1965. Should have been 67, right? Because we got that 10-year anniversary coin. That doesn't track, does it? All right. They agreed to it. Maybe it wasn't official till 67. We'll see. And foreign relations. Yep, they have foreign relations. They have a military. They have an Army, Navy, Air Force, and digital and intelligence service. Human rights. Capital punishment is legal. And it's one of 4 developed. Okay, blah, blah, blah. No one. You know what? That's their business. Yeah. I mean, if you're interested, by all. Okay, economy, that's what we were looking for. Yeah. Singapore has a highly developed market economy based on historically on extended intraport trade. Ooh, let's look at that. It's a transshipment port. It's a port city or trading post where merchandise may be imported, stored, traded, and exported again. Such cities often sprang up as such ports, and trading posts often developed into commercial cities due to the growth and expansion. All right. Hong Kong, South Korea, and Taiwan are other examples. These are the 4 Asian tigers, and there's a map of the 4 Asian tigers. Wow. All right, moving right along. They have a AAA credit rating from the Big 3. Although Moody's assessment of some of the recent banks that closed, I don't know how much I would trust them, but that's a different discussion. And the only Asian country to achieve this rating, well, go Singapore. Singapore attracts a large amount of foreign investment as a result of its location. Yes, we covered that with the intraport trade. The currency of Singapore is the dollar. And the Monetary Authority of Singapore Man, does that sound menacing? The monetary authority summons you. Has been interchangeable with the Brunei, another place that's doing very well, if you'll remember our video on Brunei, par since 1967, which incidentally is when Singapore started, right? Mass manages its monetary policy by allowing the Singapore dollar exchange rate to rise or fall within an undisclosed trading band. This is different from most central banks, which use interest rates to manage policy. Singapore has the world's 11th largest foreign reserves and one of the highest net international investment positions per capita. Singapore has been identified as a tax haven for the wealthy due to its low tax rates on personal income and tax exemptions on foreign-based income and capital gains. Individuals such as Australian millionaire retailer Brett Blundy, that's a very specific example, and multi-billionaire Facebook co-founder Eduardo Severin are two examples of wealthy individuals who have settled in Singapore. Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. In 2009, Singapore was removed from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. And ranked 4th on the Tax Justice Network 2015 Financial Secrecy Index of the world's offshore financial service providers, making 1/8 of the world's offshore capital while providing numerous tax avoidance and evasion opportunities. Oh, someone's not happy. The Straits Times reported that Indonesia had decided to create tax havens on 2 islands near Singapore to bring. Boy, they just yammer on about that. Heaven forbid if someone didn't pay their taxes. Oh, that's a different discussion. All right, here we go. GDP. Well, Singapore has a low unemployment rate. You can look at this chart. For a developed country, with a rate not exceeding 4% from 2005 to 2014 and reaching highs of 3.1 in 2005 and 3% in 2009 global financial crisis. It fell to 1.8 in the first time in the quarter of 2015. Singapore does not have a minimum wage, believing that would lower its competitiveness, and also has one of the highest income inequalities among developed countries. Although recognizing that foreign workers are crucial to the country's economy, the government has considered placing limits on inflows of these workers, as foreign workers make up 80% of construction and up to 50% of the service industry. And guys, there you go. It's a group of islands off the tip of Malaysia and stuck between Malaysia and Indonesia. And one of these days, it's going to get blown up. That's my prediction. You heard it here first. They're going to blow it up. Indonesia and Malaysia and China. But that's a different discussion. We're not going to get into that. They're in trouble. The 4 tigers are all in 4 big bits of trouble over there. I hope it never happens, but I can't see a scenario where it doesn't. Unless they, surrender with no conditions and allow their women to be taken. I don't know. Guys, thanks for watching. We're going to go ahead and end the video there. We do have a nice sampling of the demographics here, which is why there is some hope for Singapore, because they may just acquiesce to China's demands, because the 74.1% of the residents are of Chinese descent, 13.4% are Malay, 9.2% of Indian descent, and the rest are odds and ends. And they talk about the methodology here. So we'll see how it goes in Singapore when all this stuff fires off, World War III, whatever you want to call it. But they'll definitely have to, at the very least, change their tune when push comes to shove. All right, back to the table. I just wanted to quickly reiterate that I'm not giving investment advice or predictions of the future that are worth a damn, so please don't hold it against me. I am simply pointing out that it is quite possible that some of the map of the world that we think we know is no longer going to be a thing at some point in the future. I know. What a crazy prediction. Guys, I want to thank you again for watching. I want you to like, share, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, I want you to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I want you to share it with all your friends. I want you to find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. And if you don't find them, you cannot blame me, because I mean, I'm literally showing you stuff you've never seen before. I promise. Unless you're very savvy, in which case, more power to you. Show me something I ain't seen on your video and tag me in it. Bye-bye for now.